Ugh, I just bought this beautiful blue dress, but I got home and found a huge hole in the side. I'm so frustrated. But honestly, I'm nervous about going back to the shop. My heart is beating fast because I don't know what to say.
That language stress is real, Anna. We have all been there, spending money on a product that turns out to be a disaster. But you shouldn't just keep it. In today's podcast, we are going to show you exactly how to return items in English with confidence.
Exactly. I just want my money back. And today, we'll learn the right words to make that happen.
Whether it's a hole in a dress or a broken gadget, we're giving you the phrases to handle any shopping problem.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Context English podcast. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mike. It's great to have you with us. Today, we are focusing on a vital skill for every adult: how to return items in English.
We're learning how to talk to sellers, how to explain a problem clearly, and how to handle those awkward moments in a shop without feeling scared.
That's right. By the end of this episode, you will know exactly how to ask for a refund or an exchange, whether you have a toaster that doesn't work or a shirt that's just the wrong size. So Anna, that story about the dress, I actually had a very similar situation last week, but with a gadget.
Oh no, not your tech stuff again. What happened?
I bought a pair of wireless headphones. I was so excited to use them at the gym. I got home, I opened the box. You know that smell of a new gadget? I love it.
Oh, I know it. It's the best. You feel like a kid on Christmas.
Exactly. So I charged them, I put them on, I pressed play, and nothing. Only the left side worked. The right side was completely silent, dead.
Oh, Mike, that is so disappointing, especially when you paid a lot of money for them.
I felt so annoyed. But then the language stress started. I sat on my sofa and I thought, okay, I have to go back to the big electronics store and explain this in English. I started practicing in the mirror. I said, hello, the music is only in one ear. Then I thought, no, that sounds silly. I almost decided to just keep them and only listen with my left ear.
No way. Mike, that's crazy. Why were you so nervous?
I don't know. I think we feel like we are bothering the shop assistant. We worry they will ask us a difficult question like, did you drop them? Or did you read the manual? And we won't know the words to defend ourselves.
I do the same thing. I bought a coffee maker once that leaked water everywhere. It made a huge mess on my kitchen floor, but I kept it in a box for 2 weeks because I was too shy to go back and explain the problem. I felt like I was the one who did something wrong.
It's a real psychological barrier, isn't it? We have the receipt, we have the broken product, but we feel like we don't have the power because we are worried about our English.
Exactly. But you know what? It is our right as customers to get what we paid for. We shouldn't be afraid.
You are 100% right. So, how can we change that feeling? How can we walk into a store and feel like a confident customer who knows exactly what they want?
Well, it's all about having a shopping survival kit. You need phrases that are polite but also very clear.
I'm ready. I eventually went back and returned those headphones, and it was actually much easier than I thought. But honestly, Anna, at the minute I stood in front of the shop door, I was ready to just turn around and walk away.
Okay, Mike, I am dying to know. You said you almost kept those headphones and just listened with one ear, so what changed your mind? How did you actually get through that store door?
Well, I looked at the price tag again. $150, Anna. I thought, Mike, you worked hard for this money. You cannot let it go to waste just because you are shy. So I put the headphones back in the original box, I grabbed the receipt, and I drove to the store.
I can imagine you in the car, maybe practicing your English out loud.
Oh, absolutely. I was talking to myself like a crazy person. I was saying, I'd like to return these, please. No, I'd like to exchange these. I was trying to decide which word was better. My hands were actually a little sweaty on the steering wheel.
That is so relatable. So you arrived at the store. Was it quiet and peaceful?
Not at all. It was a Saturday afternoon. The store was packed. There was music playing, people were talking, and the line at the customer service desk was 10 people long. I stood there, holding my little box, and my heart was just thumping. Thump, thump, thump. I almost turned around and left 3 times.
But you stayed.
I stayed. Finally, it was my turn. The shop assistant, his name tag said Jason, looked very tired. He didn't even look up at first. He just said, "Next, please."
Oh, the tired shop assistant. That is a classic challenge. They are in a hurry, and that makes us feel even more nervous.
Exactly. I walked up to the counter, I took a deep breath, I remembered what we always tell our students, start with a smile and the clear hello. So I said, "Hi there, I have a bit of a problem with these headphones. I'd like to return them, please."
Good start. Simple and direct. What did Jason do?
He looked at the box, then he looked at me, and he asked, "What's the matter with them?" And Anna, for a second, my mind went blank. I forgot the word for broken. I forgot silent. I just stood there like a statue.
Oh no, Mike, what did you do?
I pointed to my right ear and said, "Only the left side works. The right side is completely silent. It doesn't work at all."
That's perfect. You didn't need a fancy word. It doesn't work is all you need.
Jason nodded. He finally looked a bit more friendly. He asked, "Do you have the receipt?" This was the moment of truth. I pulled that little piece of yellow paper out of my pocket like it was a gold medal. I said, "Yes, I have it right here."
The receipt is like magic, isn't it? It changes the whole conversation.
It really does. As soon as he saw the receipt, everything became easy. He checked the date, he checked the headphones, and then he asked the most important question. Do you want a refund or would you like to exchange them for a new pair?
And what did you choose?
I really like the headphones, so I said, "I'd like an exchange, please. Can I have a new pair that works?" He smiled, actually smiled, and said, "No problem. Give me 2 minutes."
Wow, so all that stress, all that practicing in the car, and it was over in 2 minutes?
2 minutes. I felt so proud of myself walking out of that store with my new working headphones. I realized that Jason wasn't trying to be difficult. He was just doing his job. He needed the receipt and a simple explanation. That's it.
I think that is such an important lesson for all of us. We build this big, scary monster in our heads, but the reality is usually much simpler. Being polite and having your receipt is 90% of the work.
It really is. And the English, you don't need to be Shakespeare. You just need a few solid phrases to explain the what and the why.
Well, Mike, now that you've conquered the electronics store, let's show our listeners how they can do the same.
Exactly. That yellow receipt really was my golden ticket. Now, let's open up our shopping survival kit for everyone. These are the 5 phrases you need to handle any return.
Phrase number 1 is your starting point. It is polite and very clear. The phrase is, "I'd like to return this, please."
I'd like to return this, please. Use this the moment you walk up to the counter. It tells the assistant exactly why you were there. For example, "Hello, I'd like to return this shirt, please."
Perfect. Now, phrase number 2 explains the why. If the item is faulty, you say, "It's broken," or "It doesn't work."
It's broken. It doesn't work. One more time.
It's broken. It doesn't work. You can use broken for things like a lamp or a toy, and it doesn't work for electronics like Mike's headphones. For example, "I bought this watch yesterday, but it doesn't work."
Exactly. Now, phrase number 3 is for when the product is fine, but it's not right for you. It is, "It's the wrong size," or "It's the wrong color."
It's the wrong size. It's the wrong color. Again?
It's the wrong size. It's the wrong color. This is very common with clothes or gifts. For example, "I love these trousers, but they are the wrong size. They are too small."
Phrase number 4 is about the result. What do you want? The phrase is, "Can I get a refund?"
Can I get a refund? One more time.
Can I get a refund? A refund means you want your money back. If you want a different one, you ask for an exchange. But if you want the cash, ask for a refund. For example, "I don't want another dress. Can I just get a refund, please?"
And finally, phrase number 5, the most important one. It is, "I have the receipt right here."
I have the receipt right here. Let's hear it again.
I have the receipt right here. This shows the seller that you actually bought the item at their store. It makes everything faster. For example, don't worry, I have the receipt right here in my bag.
There they are, 5 magic phrases. I'd like to return this. It doesn't work. It's the wrong size. Can I get a refund? And I have the receipt.
Okay, let's see how these phrases work together. Imagine Anna is at a clothing store. She bought a sweater for her brother, but there's a problem. I am the shop assistant. Listen to the tone of the conversation. Hello, how can I help you today?
Oh, hello. I'd like to return this sweater, please. I bought it on Tuesday.
I see. Is there a problem with it? Is it broken or damaged?
No, it's not damaged, but it's the wrong size. It's much too big for my brother.
Ah, I understand. It's a very large sweater. Would you like to exchange it for a smaller size? We have medium and small in stock.
Actually, no thank you. My brother doesn't really like the color either. Can I get a refund instead?
I can certainly help with that. Do you have the receipt with you?
Yes, I do. I have the receipt right here.
Perfect. Let me just check that. Great. I can put the money back on your card now.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for your help.
You're very welcome. Have a nice afternoon.
You too. Bye.
Now let's listen to the key parts again. Try to repeat them in your head.
I'd like to return this sweater, please. It's the wrong size. Can I get a refund? I have the receipt right here. Well, Mike, I feel much more confident now. I think I'm ready to take my blue dress back to the shop tomorrow.
That's the spirit, Anna. You have the receipt, you know the phrase, it has a hole, and you know you want an exchange. You are ready.
And for everyone listening, remember, being a customer in a foreign language is a big achievement. It is okay if your voice shakes a little bit. It is okay if you forget a word. The most important thing is that you speak up for yourself.
Exactly. Don't let your money go to waste because you are worried about your grammar. The seller just wants to solve the problem and move to the next customer. Today, you learned the tools to help them help you.
So here is our simple tip for today. Go to your wardrobe or your kitchen and find one thing you bought recently. Imagine there's a problem with it. Stand in front of the mirror and say out loud, "I'd like to return this, please. It doesn't work."
It sounds simple, but it really works. It builds your confidence so that when a real problem happens, the words come out automatically. You're doing a fantastic job with your English. Keep going.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Context English Podcast. It is always a pleasure to learn with you.
We really hope you enjoyed Mike's story about the headphones and our shopping tips. Now we want to hear from you. Have you ever returned something in an English-speaking store? Was the assistant friendly? Tell us your story in the comments below.
And if you found this lesson useful, please give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with a friend who is also learning English. Your support helps us keep creating these lessons for you.
Thanks for being part of our community. Stay confident, keep practicing, and we will see you in the next video.
Goodbye for now.
Bye!